Hello, so today we're going to be learning how to do our Norditropin growth hormone injections. So our first step is going to be to gather all of our supplies. So here in front of me I have my Norditropin Flex pen, or Flex Pro growth hormone pen. Okay, I also have a disposable needle, and then an alcohol swab, and my injection site. If you don't have any alcohol swabs, it is okay to use warm water and soap to clean your hands and then the area that you're going to be injecting into, but an alcohol swab is okay as well. So our first step is going to be, after we gather our supplies, is going to be to wash our hands. So we're going to wash our hands with warm water and soap, and then we will get our injection all set up. So after we've washed our hands with warm water and soap, we are going to start assembling our pen. So to start, we're going to uncap our pen. And as you can see, when I uncap it, it looks like this. We're gonna check our medication to see if it's clear or cloudy. This one you can see is clear. You can see right through it. However, if you were to open your Norditropin pen and it was cloudy inside, it wasn't clear, you're going to cap the pen. You can throw it away, and then you can call the Norditropin company, the specialty pharmacy where you get your Norditropin, or you can call our office, and we will help to figure the situation out. So once we check our medication and make sure that it's clear and that there's nothing in there, excuse me, we are going to open up our needle. So to open our needle, we just pull off the little paper tab, and then we're going to screw it onto our pen device. So we just screw it on there until it is tight, and it stops turning. Okay, so now that we have that screwed on, our next step is going to be to prime the pen needle. So because there was no medication, this is a new pen needle, you'll use a new pen needle every time. Because of this, there's air in the needle, which is why we prime the needle. So we're going to start by taking our two caps. So most pen needles come with two covers, a little outside cover and then a little inside cover. So we're going to take those two off, and you can see my needle there. And then we're going to prime the needle. So to do this, we're going to dial up our dose to 0.05, which is that first tick mark. And it's important to remember not to listen to the clicks when you're dialing up a dose, but to actually look at the tick marks and the numbers on this little dial right here. So I've got it dialed up to that first tick mark, which is 0.05 milligrams. And so we're just going to press this button on the bottom, and we're going to watch the pen needle to see if any medication comes out. So I'm going to press that bottom so we can see a couple drops of medication came out. If you don't have any medication come out that first time you try and prime your needle, that's okay. You can repeat the same step up to 6 times. So dial up to that 0.5 and then press it until you have 0.05, and press it until you have a drop of medication come out of the needle. If you happen to try to prime the needle 6 times and you still have not gotten any medication to come out of the needle, your next step will be to change your pen needle and then try that process again. So up to 6 times you can try that priming with 0.05 milligrams of medication at that first tick mark. At that point, if you're still not getting any medication to come out of the needle, you can call the Norditropin company. So after our needle's primed, I'm going to set my pen down and I'm going to get my injection site ready. So as I said before, if you have an alcohol swab, great, that works just great. If you don't have any alcohol swabs, it's okay to just clean the injection site with soap and water. So this is my injection site today. Injection sites include the sides of the legs, the belly area, and the back of the arms, and the butt. So you guys can choose whichever injection site is most comfortable for you, but this is my injection site today. So I'm going to start, I'm going to I'm going to open up my alcohol swab, and I'm going to clean off the injection site. So I'm just going to wipe in a circle. Okay. So now that my injection site's clean, I'm going to give it a second to dry. And while I'm waiting for it to dry, I am going to get my dose ready. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to say my patient's dose is 0.6 milligrams. So I'm going to dial up this dial to 0.6 milligrams. I'm going to watch the numbers as I'm dialing it up. So that's at 0.6. You can see that little tick mark is right next to the 0.6. This 10 milligram pen works in dose increments of 0.05. So every tick mark is 0.05. So if I went up one more tick mark, we would be at 0.65. But for today, we are going to keep it at the 0.6. So my pen needle's already on, my dose is dialed up, my injection site is clean. So next we're going to do the injection. So we're going to go straight down into the skin, and then we're going to press the button. And if you listen to it, it will likely click at the end. Okay, so you hear the click, and then we're going to leave it in for another 6 to 10 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to pull it out, and we're going to take off our needle. So we unscrew that. We're going to put our needle, we're going to dispose of it in a sharps container or a big plastic or glass container that will allow you to store used needles until you are able to dispose of them. And then we're going to cap our Norditropin pen, and we're going to store it how we normally store it. And that's it. Thank you.